Before you go out and vote, just a couple of things that I want to share with you. Here you're seeing pollution. And I brought some of these topics to Mr. Joe Boscaino, but nothing's ever been done. Here you see pollution from Phillips 66 refinery. Here you see pollution from Valero refinery. And these things affect the community from the harbor and also throughout the whole LA basin because all this pollution doesn't stay here. It goes throughout. And it also goes out through the foothills of Palos Verdes when during the Santa Ana winds when they travel, the winds travel from east to west. So now, here you see the sign. It says this area may contain chemicals known to the state of California to cause cancer or birth defect or other reproductive harms. Well, all this pollution from the refineries causes cancer, causes asthma, and causes a lot of health consequences. Here you just saw Phillips 66. We have on the west, on the north, where you have Tesoro. On the east, you have Valero, and you also have another Tesoro. And some other things that contribute, and we gotta know, is before you vote, is see this truck pollution, and everything that the port uses, like ships, trucks, all of this, trains, the element that they use, the fuel is diesel, and that's bad for the air. And I know there's alternative fuel for this. Now, the other thing too we got to keep in mind is Joe Buscaino. He actually allowed and was in favor of allowing the refineries more pollution, allowing them to be able to pollute the air a little bit more. That's Mr. Joe Boscaino. And the question, I wonder why he never got back to me, because I bring these things up, but he never said anything. Who else am I supposed to bring them up? And the thing about it is, he's also part of the air quality management district, the board that's supposed to be responsible for cleaning up the air. And if he's in favor for the oil refineries, why was he appointed there by Gil Garcetti? I don't get that. The other thing too is some of these oil refineries, the oil industry has contributed to his campaign. So maybe that's why he never talks about it. He does talk about other things, the quality of life, but why doesn't he ever talk about the refineries? People, little kids, adults are dying from cancer. They're getting asthma. Let's have a compassionate heart toward these people. The other thing too we got to keep in mind is Joe Buscaino wants to bring more police to the harbor area. And also wants to open up the jail. But the question I have is, don't we have enough people in prison already in this country? Miss Hillary Clinton and other people, and this statistic does check it out for yourself. This country has 5% of the world's 5% of the world's population. But yet, this country, that 5% makes up 20% of the world's prison population. The United States incarcerates more people than any other country. And I wonder why is it that Joe Buscaino wants to have more people locked or more cops in the harbor. And I have a theory. If you look at marijuana that's actually being decriminalized, also certain crimes went from felonies being dropped down to misdemeanors, if especially if they were nonviolent crimes. And yet he wants to, so that's bad business. That is bad business. It's like you're losing business. You got to find a way to replace those prisoners because those prisoners provided jobs. And so maybe getting more people out there to the streets looking for people. I mean, just the other day, it was March 28th, and I saw a bunch of people, between Vermont and the 110 freeway being pulled over. There was about 4 people being pulled over. And I told my friend, what is going on? You know what she said? It's March 28th. It's a short month. These people probably got to meet quotas. And you know what? If we have jails, I don't want there to be quotas. I don't want there to be like, you know what? We need to meet a quota because we need to pay the bills. I just don't think that's right. We got to have an empathetic heart. Why not? Instead of getting the criminals, why don't we prevent the crimes? And one of the persons that I talked to, and he said he would really have solutions for the community that made sense and also clean up the air, was Caney Arnold. He sat down with me, explained that he would clean up the air and also find solutions that work better for the community. And Caney Arnold is somebody to really consider. And if he's elected and he doesn't do his promise, I would do a video on him. So go out there and vote. Whoever you vote for, go out there and vote. And you might be tired tomorrow, you might be busy, but just remember, your vote counts. Go out and vote.